So, Canelo, can you tell us your most important trait when it comes to getting the ladies? See, my hair, and my sincerity. You're saying your hair and your sincerity. See, my hair, my. Do you mean to say your heart? You see, my heart and my sincerity. This is very important, most important. See. Yes, guys, what's going on? So, Sal Alvarez wants to do an interview. You guys have got to check it out, man. Type in Canelo Alvarez English. Is the most funniest thing you will see. You know, it's vintage Canelo. Importante, mucho, señorita. Sí. But, Canelo, right, look, right, he's going to be facing, I think this fight's going to go ahead. I can't see it not happening. It's vintage Canelo Alvarez fighting names in boxing. And this is what it takes to make a pay-per-view megastar in boxing. And boxing needs Canelo, you know. Boxing doesn't need just Triple G's and Tyson Furies. It needs the big names as well. It needs Anthony Joshua's. It needs Saul Canelo Alvarez. It needs these names in boxing, you know, because it needs crossover stars. You know, if there was no Canelo and there was no Anthony Joshua, who's gonna appeal to new fans? How is boxing going to grow? You know, it wouldn't. Okay, I mean, Manny Pacquiao has attracted so many fans to boxing which would not have been there previously. Anthony Joshua has done the same. Saul Alvarez in Mexico, in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Saul Canelo Alvarez. I'm sure he's done the same thing. So we need fighters like Canelo who, you know, are not fighting necessarily the fights that we want to see them fight, but they're fighting the names in boxing, and we need that. We do need that. It would be nice to see Triple G Canelo, but I'm not really too fussed about this fight because I don't think it's a bad fight. Let me explain why. Irrespective of what you say about how big Canelo is on Fight Night, right? When you hydrate up a significant amount of weight, it takes something away from you, because when you hydrate a lot and when you hydrate less, if you hydrate less, you're going to be sharper, you're going to have more speed, and it's safer, and you're going to be happier in training camp. Everything. If you boil yourself down and rehydrate to a much higher weight class, it's not going to be good, because you're going to slow down, you're going to be lethargic, you know, you might be a bit dehydrated potentially because you're hydrating up so much, you're not going to properly get the fluids in your body in the right manner, things like that. Okay, I think whenever I think about that, I think Mayweather versus Canelo. Okay, and this is the thing, Julio Cesar Chavez is a naturally much bigger fighter than Saul Canelo Alvarez, because you know, I gotta do Bruce Buffer's Saul. No, wait, how does it go? It goes from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Saul Canelo Alvarez. That was a bad impression, but oh well. With this fight though, with Canelo and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., I think it's a good fight. Okay, let me explain why. Firstly, Canelo is a smaller guy. He's quite a bit smaller than Chavez. Okay, quite a bit smaller than Chavez. Chavez is naturally much bigger. Chavez is also an aggressive fighter. Okay, he's also got the genetic makeup to really be able to put it on Canelo and put on a dominant, very good performance. He can do it if he comes in shape, and he's gonna get out of bed for Canelo. I mean, this Julio Cesar Chavez is the same guy who trains in his pink underwear, in his flip flops, in his home. You know, when he faces Saul Alvarez, yeah, he's gonna be in the gym, and he has been in the gym, and he's training hard, and he's proving that, you know, he's taking boxing very seriously. Canelo's going to be moving up 2 weight classes people always say like, oh, you would never see Canelo or Triple G move up 2 weight classes. Well, Canelo's doing it, okay, and he's moving up to fight a name, you know. And it's like, how long is it going to be before he gets another big name like this? It's like, it's impossible to find big names in boxing today. Canelo managed to find one. Julio Cesar, Chavez, 2 weight divisions above, but he found one. If they can make it happen, which I think they will, I think it's a good fight. I really do. I think Canelo's going to have to use his boxing brain. Canelo's going to have to really use his defense, counter punching. He's got to be sharp. He's got to be fast. He's going to have to be quicker on his feet. He's got to be, and this is the other thing, right? Canelo's main disadvantage in boxing is his foot speed. Okay, not his footwork, his foot speed. He struggles with his foot speed at 154. We have never seen Canelo struggle with his foot speed at 160 because we haven't seen him at the full 160 limit or above. Okay, because the 160 fighters are not going to be quicker on their feet than Lara. Triple G, for example, is not faster on his feet than Eristandi Lara. You see, because if Canelo carries his power up, he carries speed with his hand speed. His hand speed is gonna remain, and he's got rapid. He's got the hand speed of 147 pounders. I'm telling you, right? I mean, who would you say has faster hands, Canelo or Thurman? Canelo or Errol Spence? Who's the faster combination puncher? You would have to go with Canelo. Canelo has some of the fastest hands in boxing. Period. Forget the pound for pound. I mean, but you know, Canelo's not the only fighter that we've seen like that. We've also seen fighters like Mike Tyson, who was a heavyweight, have quicker hands than welterweights. Muhammad Ali was another person. You know, so these enigmas come in boxing. And Canelo's gonna definitely carry his hand speed up. His foot speed is gonna obviously remain similar, maybe a bit slower, but in this sort of weight class, his foot speed is gonna be pretty good because he's gonna be slow for a 154 pounder, but for a 160 plus fighter, he's gonna have decent foot speed. And when he comes up against Julio Cesar, Chavez is gonna really try to put it on Canelo. I think Chavez is tailor made for Canelo. I really do. But the size could just take a toll. I mean, when someone's coming at you constantly again and again and again, and they keep coming again, and Chavez will keep coming, keep putting punches on you, keep grinding you, eventually you're going to get worn down. And then what happens when you've got 4 rounds left and the guy keeps coming and coming and coming, and body shots keep taking it, the body shots are taking a toll on you, and they just keep coming, and the headshots start coming, and you're just worn down, and bang, 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 bang. And Julio Cesar Chavez doesn't need to load up. He ain't going to do nothing special. All he's got to do is duck, bob, weave, left hook, right hook to the body, left hook to the head, right hook to the head, working in through his jab, using the boxing skill that he does have. Coming in, bang, 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 bang. Eventually that's going to take a toll on Saul Alvarez. For me, I want to see this fight because it's interesting because of the weight, okay? And also because Chavez is going to come A game. Okay, and on top of that, it's just such a big fight. It's such a big fight. In regards to all Triple G situation, right, I'm going to say this, because people are saying, like, you know, if he can move up to fight Chavez, why is he not fighting Triple G? The thing is, he who said Canelo's not fighting Triple G? Canelo is going to fight Triple G. They're just waiting. They're taking their time. It will happen. Just relax, people. I promise you, it's going to happen. Okay, I know it's taken longer than we wanted, but this is boxing today. We've got to accept it. And you know, it's always been like that in boxing, where fighters have had, you know, big fights and then a small fight, a big fight and then a small fight. I mean, let's look at this. Look at Julio Cesar Chavez Senior. He doesn't get hated like that. But how many bums did he face in his time? You know, Canelo's fought some decent fighters, some good fighters. He fought Lara when we wanted to see it. He fought him. He didn't have to fight no Lara. He took a high-profile fight in Amir Khan at 147 pounds. 147 pound fight. But when you look at Canelo, he's facing names. That's what he's doing. He ain't ducking no one, he ain't dodging no one. He's fighting the biggest names, and he's saving a big name, a big fight in Triple G for later. I mean, he fought Khan, he fought Mayweather, he fought Lara, pound for pound, right? All these fighters are pretty recognized in boxing, you know. He's faced Austin Trout. He's facing Julio Cesar Chavez now. He faced Miguel Cotto. These are the names in boxing, and this is why Canelo is becoming such a big superstar. And I'm happy because boxing needs this. Boxing needs that. I mean, there's always going to be good matchups in boxing. Triple G versus Canelo might be the #1 matchup in boxing. I mean, how far off is Anthony Joshua versus Klitschko? How far off is Anthony Joshua Fury? How far off is Khan versus Brook? How far off is I don't know, Nicholas Walters versus Lomachenko. How far off is Ward versus Kovalev? You know, so these fights, the big fights, are there in boxing. Okay, the matchups we want to see, but these mega, we need big names. You know, we really need big names. Good matchups are gonna come irrespective. Okay, the good matchups are gonna come, but we need to see these big fights. It's good for boxing. It's good for exposure, and you've got to just accept that Canelo's taking an aggressive fighter, and it's a step in the right direction. He's fighting a guy bigger than Triple G, and if Canelo can take Ulysses or Chavez coming at him for that amount of time, he's gonna stand a good chance to beat Triple G. You know, that's his mentality, that's the way he's doing it, and he will, believe me, fight for them 160 belts that Triple G has very soon in 2017. Comments in the section below. Please make sure you subscribe. It could happen Cinco de Mayo 2018. If he does that, Canelo is very smart. If I was in Canelo's team, I would long it out a little bit more. I'd take the Chavez fight, and then what I would do is I would take a Billy Joe Saunders fight, get a belt at 160, and then fight Triple G in Cinco de Mayo in May. That's what's or fight late 2017. You know, this is what Canelo's probably gonna do. I don't think he's gonna fight in 2017. I think he's gonna fight Triple G in 2018. For now, he's gonna take this name and get a belt at 160, and then you know that fight with Triple G is coming, because if he's obtaining a belt at 160, you know, there's a reason he's pursuing that. Okay, comment section below, subscribe as always. Be Real TV. Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Julio Cesar Chavez. I think it will be going down very soon. In a bit, guys.